So what's up everyone? Welcome to Drawing Every Current Capital City. My name is Julian Dunn, and in this video, the next capital cities we're about to draw are going to be the Valley, Anguilla, and Roadtown, British Virgin Islands. The Valley will be our first territorial capital since Iqaluit Nunavut of Canada. Fun fact right there. That's a quick fun fact. I'm looking forward to drawing more capital cities after drawing the Cuban capitals, the Jamaican capitals, Canadian capitals, and the US capitals. Yeah, both of these capital cities are territorial capitals, and they're actually British overseas territorial capitals, if that really makes sense. These are British overseas territories, Anguilla and British Virgin Islands. They're not really part of the UK like completely, but they're just territories. The UK has a job, and that is to create protection, create that type of defense and create those foreign relations. And these territorial capitals are in the Caribbean region. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get to work. The Valley is not just a capital city or capital town, but also one of the 14 districts of the overseas territory of the UK, Anguilla. There's not that much colonial architecture in the area. Old buildings would get a facelift, like a plastic surgery or something, and old shops would transform into new ones and modern shops and all of that stuff. Yeah, that's it. That is literally it. I went on Wikipedia the other day and I went under the history section of Wikipedia, and about this capital city. There's nothing really much about this capital town. There's barely any interesting facts about it, and some of the information, some of the the past events that took place in the Valley. So yeah, and this is one of the smallest capital cities that I've drawn. I think Hagatna remains the smallest capital city that we drew so far, but the Valley is definitely one of those very, very, very small capital cities that we drew. The Valley is home to the Albena Lake Hodge Comprehensive School and the Wall Blake House. This is believed to be the oldest structure on the island and for the capital city. The Valley is the birthplace of a couple of these famous people, such as this sprinter and this footballer. Roadtown is located on the Tortola Island, and it's one of the primary islands of the British Virgin Islands, along with Virgin Gorda, Anegada, and Jost Van Dyke. And the British Virgin Islands is made up of other smaller islands, and I'm going to throw in the Cays as well, which I guess it's a type of island as well. But regardless, the town got its name from a type of term, the roads or roadstead. The town is also located on a harbor, and there's not much about Roadtown according to Wikipedia, just like the Valley, Anguilla, that I just drew in this video. Slavery came to an end during the 1830s for the British Empire, and the Virgin Islands is included. One time, Roadtown got barbecued because of the protesting over an increased tax all over the island. The town and along the rest of the British Virgin Islands got its booty whooped by a tropical cyclone in the year 2017. Roadtown is home to the Government House, HM Prison, which is claimed to be the oldest structure of this capital city, House of Assembly building, and the old post office building. I'm gonna admit it to you guys, I did rush through this drawing of Roadtown, British Virgin Islands, but not as badly as you think, guys. Not that quickly. I did rush just slightly for certain parts of the drawing, the buildings, and I don't know about the water. Well, I don't know about the Atlantic Ocean. I took my time on the ocean. Well, some parts of the drawing, I took my time on the trees. Some trees, well, there's some portions of the drawing that I rushed, and there's other there's other portions that I just, took my sweet time, and I don't know how I should go further into explaining my experience of drawing this capital city, but I had to get going with the editing, so that's why I did rush a little bit, but fun as always. Okay guys, here's the finished drawing, the finished capital city drawing of the Valley Anguilla, or Anguilla, however you pronounce the British Overseas Territories name. This one took less time. We get the small buildings that I'm not completely familiar with, but I know they're just buildings. I drew some wires, electrical wires, maybe just like one lamppost over here, and we officially passed the 100 mark by drawing 2 more capital cities, so that's a total of 102 capital cities we drew so far in this series. I drew some trees and grasses, no vehicles, a crappy looking sky that's supposed to contain clouds. Here's the valley, everyone. Now here's Roadtown, British Virgin Islands. This hill is cropped out. Sad news, right? The bright side here, I drew some small buildings, and they're very hard to draw. Unless you take your time, you'll be able to draw everything, as many buildings from a small distance as possible. Drew tons of trees and maybe bushes. Not only we got buildings on the top portion of the drawing, but also the bottom portion of the drawing. I drew some boats over here. I think this one took a lot longer. Yeah, I had to get going with the editing. I had to make that choice, I guess. I don't know. But here's Roadtown, British Virgin Islands, everyone. So that is going to be the end of this video. Stay tuned for more content, and I hope this video was quite enjoyable to watch. Also, enjoy the weekend. Feel free to subscribe to this channel. Feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Oh, and also, feel free to follow my Facebook page. And thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your time.